Hey y'all, we are going to do a LOUD Babbs live tonight. I'm very excited to show these off. This collection has already launched on the website. It came out on Friday, but with all the extra stuff I had going on last week with family family stuff and everything, I did not get a chance to show these off yet. So I'm very excited to show them now. Hi, Laura. These were sent to me by LOUD to show off to all of y'all. Hi, Melissa. So I'm very excited for it. I'm going to really quickly send this to our broadcasting group and the couple of people that I send individually, since Instagram doesn't let me add people to it. Sometimes it's so dumb. That one, and okay, there was just the other one I needed. Oh man, Instagram's like, here, this one's easy, and then it was like, no, now your button's gone. Boom. Okay, sent. Cool. Oh, sorry, you are right. Cassie just said, sent. They did not enter the mail. Liar pants. Yes, you are correct. I think I'm just used to that mode of saying these were sent to me so that YouTube doesn't flag me for not disclosing and all that jazz. But hi, Cassie. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Lizmo. Lizmo says, oh my God, my LOUD just got delivered today. Haven't opened them yet. You sent them to her directly. Yes. Yes, Cassie was really great and actually met me. She lives close to the hospital where my dad was for the couple of days. So I met her in the parking lot there, and she brought me these. So I am excited to show them off to y'all. I have seen them because, like I said, this collection has already launched. I have seen them. She sent me sneak peeks too, but I haven't swatched them yet. So we will get to do that part together. Hi, Mama Cherry. So yeah, let's just get into it. I'm very excited. I also do have an individual off here to the side. I'll leave it as a little bit of a mystery. We'll show that one last. That is for the Polished Gamers box this month. That is a quarterly box, if you're not familiar with it, that is video game themed. So I have her offering for that as well. Cass says, we used to call my mom a frequent flyer there, so I've definitely been there. Yes, I had a grandma in and out of there. Kevin had an aunt in and out of there a lot. We have definitely been to that hospital a lot. So I appreciate you meeting me there. Hi, Jen. And I just, y'all, my ADD saw a piece of tape on my desk and I pulled it off to throw it away, and then it was stuck to my hand and I couldn't get it off, and I should have just left it on. Okay. Anyways, we are going to get into this. I am very excited. So let's just do it. Now, I did undo the tape on these because this adorable tape, by the way, look at this with the cute little flower and the LOUD logo on it. But y'all know I struggle with tape on camera, so I have undone the tape. One of these is going to have this one. It's going to have a little info card, so we're going to go with it first. Right off the bat, we have a sticker. It is Hi Rosa Buglow. It is adorable, and it matches the flowers on the tape. I love that. Super cute. These stickers are available for purchase on the site. And then, ooh, okay, y'all. Again, I saw little sneak peeks. So Cassie sent me this as she was creating it. How freaking cool is this image? Like, is that not, like, weirdly beautiful? It says upside down. Am I upside down? What's upside down? Oh, the sticker was upside down. Did I do you upside down? I did. Okay, I did have the sticker upside down. I had the winking on the wrong side. That's on me. Okay. But I'm like, this is not upside down. I know this is not upside down because it has words. Also, it has a vase. But isn't this so cool? This is also on the website, so if you want to get, like, an up-close and personal, better look at it, definitely on there, but I think this is amazing. So this collection is called the Blooming in Dark collection. The card, our info card here, LOUD Babbs. Wow, now my Insta was dumb. It kicked me out. Oh no. Oh gosh, I hope you don't have that problem tonight. Y'all, if Instagram decides to be a pain in the butt tonight, I don't think I can handle it. It's been a day. I'm trying to catch up on swatches. I'm also trying to work on my costume for this weekend, which I stupidly decided I could handle shortening it, even though it has fringe and stuff already attached. So I was like, oh, I need to cut 14 inches off of it, but I want to keep the top the way it is. So then I cut 14 inches out of the middle, and now I'm reattaching. I don't know. I'm learning as I go. it's a thing. And I took from like having an outfit to maybe not having an outfit. So we'll see. Cassie says costume. Yes, we are going to the Kimswick Witches Night Out event this weekend. Me and my family members, a few of us have attended it every year for the last, gosh, 8 or 9 years now, I think. I mean, we missed COVID year, obviously. I don't know if this is, we're going to say between 7 and 9 years, because I'm not really sure. So, but I have had my idea and my costume for like weeks, actually months. Technically, I've had my costume for years. I bought it at a thrift store with like, oh, this would be fantastic to wear one day. And then I just haven't. And I was like, this is what I want to do with it. And I had plans and made ideas, and then life. So even though every year I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this, you know, by July, I'm going to start my costume. And then the week of is when I usually start my costume. So we're right on track. But, Cassie says it sounds so fun. It is a blast. Next year, you should definitely come with us, Cassie, because it is a ton of fun. It's just, well, it's 4,000 women dressed up as witches in the town. They shut the town down. There are no men or children allowed, so everyone feels very comfortable and like can let go and relax. There are food trucks and vendors and psychics and stilt walkers, fire dancers, jugglers. They bring like a reptile wildlife group in with like snakes and lizards and owls and things you can take pictures with. And there's palm readers everywhere. They're doing tattoos this year. There's like a tattoo parlor set up for flash tattoos. Plus you can shop in the historic town of Kimswick. There are DJs and dance parties and costume contests, wine tastings. It's a blast. It's absolutely so much fun. I love doing it. I feel like our group has gotten smaller and smaller. So right now it's like my sister and my mom and like my aunt and her, like a couple of her people, like her sister, her daughter-in-law and her friend. So yeah, but it's a blast. I absolutely love it. So Jen says, we just got my son's costume today. He's gonna be a Ninja Turtle. Yes. Which Ninja Turtle did he go for? Because it does matter. It doesn't really matter because they're all cool, but I want to know which one he went with. Cassie said, next year I'm aimed to be a vendor. I hear they have vendors. They do have vendors. I think it's less kind of, I don't know. It's not Apple Butter Festival level. Like they do have some tables. It's mostly the shops in Kimswick set up booths in front of their stores. But because of what you do, you might be, and I guess there are some no, I was gonna say there are some crafty booths, but like there's one I always buy from, but she has a location there. Anyways, I don't know. But what you do, you might be able to get a table set up for like on-site manicure kind of thing, or maybe on-site create your own polish. I think that they would go for. We'll talk about this later because I know people on the board and things that run there. So anyways, Laura, fun. Maisie's being a witch this year. Yay, we could be witches together. I'm not a traditional witch. I am being the Wild Witch of the West. That's what I'm calling myself. I'm going as a cowgirl witch. I've got a cowgirl hat. I have a vintagey cowgirl dress. It's like a blue denim. I'm going to dye it red. I don't like the color. And I have a stick pony. And I'm going to use, Kevin has he has an old school pistol that was passed down to him with a holster. I'm going to use this holster, and I wanted a confetti gun, but I can't find like a chill confetti pistol that's biodegradable confetti. Everything's all like Mylar. So instead I'm going to do a bubble gun. So I'm just going to go around and have bubbles all the time. And I'm very excited for it. I also found a saddlebag kind of purse, while we were thrifting yesterday. So that's my plan. I am going as the Wild Witch of the West. That's what we're doing. Laura says, oh my God, I want to go. Come on down. It is always the, I believe it's always the second week of October, because we have another festival that's always the last week of October, last weekend. Anyways, Jen said the costume is all 4 colors, so he'll pick when he gets dressed that day. Very fun. Very fun. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I know I got off track, and I know when I post these on YouTube's, some people are just like, on YouTube's? Wow, how old am I? When I post it on YouTube, some people are like, swatches start at this time, and I'm sorry that, yes, I chat. That is part of our lives here, so I'm sorry. And if anybody wants to comment where the time starts or how to do that, because I haven't figured out how to do that yet, or you just want to fast forward to it, that's great. You do not have to sit here and listen to me babble and chat if you do not wish to, which is a great part of these being over on YouTube, is you can skip ahead a lot easier. You can skip on Instagram, it's just not easy. Okay, back to our beautiful Loud collection. We have this gorgeous placard that goes with it, and it says, quote, "Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but you've actually been planted." That is by Christine Kane, or however we say it, because y'all know pronunciations. And this collection, let me tell y'all, I still stand by makers purposely want to hear me mispronounce stuff, because it's going to be a thing. All right, and then it says, "This fall, blooming in the dark is a reminder that even in difficult times, we can root, rise, and grow, strange, beautiful, and stronger than before." I absolutely love that. It's fantastic. If y'all want to screenshot, flip a photo around, I don't know, I know it's backwards, but I love this. So I'm going to add it to my stack of them because I do keep them because I'm a hoarder. But we're going to get into the polishes, which I have 2 boxes. There are 3 in each. So here are the first 3. I'm going to let you guys see them at the same time here. How stunning is this green? Ugh. Okay, we're going to get it out because I'm very excited to get this one out and see it. Again, I knew what was coming in these boxes because the collection is available on the website. It is $72 for the full 6-piece collection, or $13.50 each. If you use code Simply Nailing It, spelled exactly like my handle, it's the SEMP. I know everybody wants to do an I, but I'm weird and that's my maiden name is Simple. But it's Simply Nailing It, and you can get 10% off of your order on the website. But so, you know, as soon as we get off of here, go buy this whole collection because they're gorgeous. And I believe she's offering free shipping over $65. I could be wrong. Cassie, Hellbore is for sure my fave. I'm saying it as Hellbore. Is that right? No idea. That's how I was going to say it. So I'm going to go with that's right. So as Cassie just led into, our first polish is this beautiful chartreuse green. It is Hellbore, and it has, I think you can see those flakies in there. Yes, you can see those flakies. I'm hoping that this little ring light I've added literally right above us is helping with the front camera being able to see. I know it's not always perfect color-wise. The back camera does better, but at least we have a light now, and you can physically see what is in this polish bottle. So it has some really pretty iridescent flakes in here. I do feel like it's pulling a little bit more yellow than it is in real life. It definitely has a little bit more green to it. Cassie says over 60 is free shipping. So the full collection, if you buy the full 6-piece collection, you will get free shipping. Hi, Neon Noir Nails. Hi, Sandy Fox Nails. Welcome in, y'all. We are showing off the new Blooming in the Dark collection from Loud. It is a 6-piece gorgeous collection. It is available on the website right now. And as we were just saying, it is $72 for the full set. So that's over $60 US, which means you'll qualify for free US shipping. If you use code Simply Nailing It, you'll get 10% off of your set and whatever else you purchase. I have heard a small rumor that if you like Loud's top coat, that she is low in stock on it, and it's going to be a little bit before restock happens. So I would grab some of your essentials while you're there too, and getting that free shipping and use that discount code on it. So just a little extra snippet there. Next we have a gorgeous green, and I'm going to call this Clivia. Oh no, okay, top coat's out. Sorry. Can't have top coats. Sorry, y'all. But they do have base coat and a matte top coat. But yeah, she said it, now it's out. I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna let you guys in on a little secret, but apparently someone else already found out the secret and bought it all out. So I apologize. And I have no idea how to say this. We're going with Clivia. It's probably wrong, but this is a really pretty like mossy green, and then it has beautiful flakies in there. They're shifty orange to red to green, I believe. It very much gives me like fall forest vibes. You have like the mossy forest floor with the leaves all over it. Super pretty. I'm very excited to swatch this. I'm loving that makers are into green right now, because I know for a while they were kind of afraid of it, and y'all know I absolutely love green. I'm gonna put this box off to the side. It will get reused. Next we have Datura. Again, guessing, don't know if that's how we say it or not. It's how I'm gonna say it. We have Datura, which is a gorgeous I had a color in my head for it. I don't want to say raspberry. Oh, y'all, my brain. It's like a plummy maroon burgundy. None of those words are what I wanted. Okay, Cassie says, I've been saying Clivia, like the redneck name Clive. So Clivia. Okay, that's how I've been saying it. And she says plum, which plum is, I mean, it is a purpley plum, but there's a, this is going to sound weird. There is a berry tree. My parents have one at their house, and that is what it's making me think of. Like, it's not a blackberry because it's not a bush. It's a tree. And I can't think of it. It's going to drive me insane, and maybe I'll think of it later. And then it also is hollow. It is definitely a linear hollow here. Let me grab my flashlight so we can show that off. Ooh, yes. Look at that. Look at that flame in there. Ooh, ooh. Okay, the phone wasn't supposed to actually get in the camera there. Yes. It's gorgeous. Laura says it looks like your hair. Oh, you know what? You're pretty right. Which the main color we use in this is Jam. That's by Pulp Riot, and it's one of my favorite colors of theirs. We go back to it constantly, so it's very mulberry. Mulberry is the color I was trying to say. I knew it was going to come to me. I knew eventually it was going to pop in my head. We got there. We got there finally. Okay, into the second half of the collection. Ooh. Again, I know we've seen these, so it's not super surprised, but I haven't, like, you know, I haven't taken a monocle and, like, gotten it in there. So I'm still, like, I still get to see these, and they're still very pretty. So we have Hemlock, which is a gorgeous minty blue. And then it has a really pretty, I'm not sure if it's going to show up on camera, blue, I think to purple shift. Okay, I'm going to show this. Ooh, there we go. There it is with the flash, so you can see that shimmer. Cassie said, I'm going to change the whole description. Mulberry is so much better than plum. I mean, plum is accurate too. Mulberry is just what I was trying to think of. Like, I just, because they have a mulberry tree, which I know sounds weird because now I feel like it's supposed to be a mulberry bush. I think it is supposed to be a bush, but ours is definitely a tree. It's like taller than our garage. And the birds love it every year. I think once I managed to get some berries before the birds ate them all, but that's just the color I was thinking of. Lizmo says, gorgeous. This is so pretty. You can see that beautiful, beautiful shimmer in there. I feel like it also might have a little bit of hollow. I'm sure we have a description over here. Y'all know I don't read the descriptions until we get farther into it, but I'm trying to see. It does have holographic in it. Okay, cool. So I'm not wrong on that. So we've got some holographic sparkle, and then it's got that beautiful, beautiful shimmer in there. Hi, Frida. Loud says, sagey blue-green is what I was going for, and the shift should be green to blue and sometimes purple. Perfect. Lizmo, we have a lilac bush that is taller than our garage. Okay, yes, I had, at the last house, we had a lilac bush, and it was huge. I actually had to, like, do a giant chop on it because it was just like taking up the whole yard. Like I couldn't see around it in the backyard, but it was beautiful. So I guess our bushes can get taller than that. I don't know. Plants are weird, y'all. Kat says it sure does. Yes, it has hollow. I was correct. Next we have a really pretty rusty orange color. This is called Bloodroot, and this again has those beautiful flakies inside of it. They are definitely iridescent. I'm going to grab the flash so we can see the color shift in those. It looks like orange to red as well, and then there is definitely some hollow in there too. I think you can see the little bit of, yeah, the sparkle there. This is very, very pretty, very fall-esque. It's a neutral kind of, not neutral. It is a desaturated, that's not the word I want either. Y'all, my brain, I swear. Muted. It's a muted tone. That's what we want. Ugh, I swear. All right, and then last but certainly not least, from our Blooming in the Dark collection, we have Artemisia. Again, no idea if we're saying that right. This is a really pretty light purple shade. Again, it is a muted tone, but really pretty. And then it has some iridescent flakes. These ones look more like rainbow iridescent flakes because I can see all the colors in there. And then also some hollow in here. Cassie says, perfect fall pumpkin. Yes. Yes, that orange definitely gives me pumpkin spice vibes. It's super, super pretty. And then you can see the flakes in here as well as just that little bit of sparkle in there. Very pretty. All right, Cassie says, I've been saying it as Artemisia. Okay, I'm still going to say it wrong, but we tried. Okay, so that is all 6 polishes. for the Blooming in the Dark collection. And then last but not least, we have our Polish Gamers box offering for October. The theme is cozy games, and LOUD chose Stardew Valley as their inspiration. Y'all, this is so glowy. Cass says I could totally be wrong. I pronounce everything wrong, so we'll be wrong together. So this one is called It's Strange, but the taste reminds you of ... Now, y'all, I don't have time to play games. I wish I did. I haven't turned on my Switch since Easter. I wish I had time to play, and I do not. So I have never played Stardew Valley. I know that it is super duper popular, and Cassie did explain to me that apparently when you set up your account on the game, you can put in what your favorite food is. And then when you eat this berry in the game, it says it's strange, but it tastes like your favorite food. So that is why it tastes like insert favorite food here. So it is really pretty. It is very glowy. And I just found out, y'all, it is a glow in the dark. So I'm very excited to see this one glow. It already like glows from within. You can see that beautiful purple shimmer glowing in there. And then it's got the gorgeous flakies that dance on top of it. I have swatched this one. I actually swatched this one today because like I said, my life is so crazy and I'm slightly behind on things. And I didn't know if I was going to have time to throw this in a live or not. So I did swatch this, though I didn't know it was glow in the dark. So I'm going to re-swatch it. But totally worth it because it's so pretty. And we actually didn't have sunshine when I took my shots with this because it was starting to rain here. And hopefully we'll have some sun tomorrow. So when I redo them, maybe I can get some better glowy outdoor shots. But this is gorgeous. So again, this is for Polish Gamers box, which is October 15th through 20th is the pre-order dates for that box. It is a quarterly box, which is probably why you may not know about it. But those are our 7 polishes. Let's see. Cass says, truly, I let my bestie pick the game this time because I don't play cozies. I don't play games at all, so at least you got something. Kay says, I love your outdoor shots. I always take outdoor shots, y'all. Whether it is snowing, raining, thunderstorms. The only time I don't go out there is if we got tornadoes going on. But I try to always get outdoor shots no matter what. And I did get some today. And actually, I feel like the glow comes out a little bit more when it's in the subtle shade. But I was really hoping for some shade or some sun to make those flakies pop a bit. And we just didn't have it. It was cloudy. And I'm not gonna lie, I go outside sometimes and I'm like, if I wait 2 minutes, that cloud's gonna move. But it was just one big gray cloud because we had a little bit of sprinkles today. We actually were supposed to have thunderstorms and we got thunder, and then we didn't have the storm part of the thunderstorms. It was very weird. But anyways, again, I'm rambling and I could continue to ramble. So we are gonna get into the part you actually want to get into, which is the swatches. I do have my descriptions for everything right here, so I'm gonna put them over to the side where I can read them as we go. And we're going to get into this. I printed one of these. I just printed from a text message and I just saw how massively large half the text is. So, Leslie says, gotta run, super fun polishes. Thanks for popping in, Leslie. Hope you have a wonderful evening. And if you want to catch the replay, pop on here or on YouTube and leave me a comment of which one is your favorite so we can chat. And for the rest of y'all, we are going to flip over and start swatching these babies. So I'm going to flip you. I'm going to scoot you down so I can see what the heck is happening as I'm painting. And then I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. Now, we do have, I don't know why this has a weird shadow. Okay, is it the polishes? Yes. I was like, I've never had a shadow on my Post-it before. All right, so here is our info Post-it here for anyone who wants to screenshot the information. We're showing off the Blooming in the Dark collection, which is available on the website right now. You can go buy the whole set after the live for $72 or $13.50 each. If you use my code, Simply Nailing It, you'll get 10% off. Now, I do get a small commission from that. It is an affiliate code, just so you know. If you prefer not to use my code, that's totally cool too. You do whatever makes you feel comfortable. And then we do have our one Polish Gamers box polish. Again, sale dates are October 15th through the 20th is pre-order. And then it's going to be $13.50 with a cap of 150 of those available. The website for that is here. And then, of course, LOUD Babbs website there. So that is, oh, I totally bumped y'all. Sorry. That is all of our information. Again, you can totally screenshot this so you have all of this information. And we are going to start swatching here. I usually don't set the polishes up so I can read them. We are on a new swatch wheel tonight because I only had 2 spots left. Jen says, is the code Simply Nailing It or Simply Nailing It? Oh, y'all, dude, thank you, Jen. I had to rewrite it because I didn't capitalize my eyes and it was driving me nuts. And I guess I forgot the it part on there. So thanks, Jen. I might be able to fit it on here. Okay, hold on. Thank you, Jen. Okay. Kind of fixed it. It does have the it at the end. It is my full handle. It is set up through Shopify collabs, I believe, and they set your, there you go. Cassie just said Shopify makes it and it just defaults to your Instagram handle. So yeah, I know I have some for other companies and they are just Simply, or I think my Colors to Carol one is just Chelsea, which is what she made. But for this case, Shopify made it my entire handle. So it is Simply Nailing It. Thank you, Jen, for clarifying that. I would have felt so bad if y'all went to type that in and it didn't work. I also, wouldn't blame you for coming with me or at me with pitchforks because of that. So no pitchforks tonight. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. Loud says, yep, it's my favorite thing. Yeah, I love that Shopify can just do that for you. You just tell it, hey, I want to allow these, and then it handles everything. I think that's really nice. But into our gorgeous Blooming in the Dark collection, which really quick, I want to get the whole collection on screen here for you so you can see all 6 together. Boom. All right, here is all 6 of our Blooming in the Dark collection. And then we also have the super, which I did it again, super adorable sticker. This is also available on the site. Isn't it so cute? It's very like 70s vibes, retro. This is absolutely adorable. All right, we're going in, and the first one we're gonna do is Artemisia. However we say it, I'm still probably butchering that. This is, y'all, I'm gonna read off the entire thing from the website, just so you know. I literally stole these from the website, so thank you, Cassie, for being super creative with it. Cassie, it is not, it's supposed to be, but I am a bad business owner. Wait, I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening with that one, Cassie. Okay, so Artemisia, it has long been tied to ritual and dreams, valued for its protective and mystical qualities. This polish is a dusty lavender acrylic scattered with holographic flakes and tiny opal sparkles. Soft but complex, it carries the feeling of endurance found in quiet places where growth often begins. Dusty is the word I wanted earlier. Instead of muted, I like the word dusty better. The sticker is not on the site. Ruh-roh, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, ignore that sticker. Or Cassie's gonna get it on the site. I'm not sure yet. I might have just lied to you. I'm sorry. Please don't come for me. You're trying to get people to come for me with pitchforks tonight, Cassie. All right, let's get a coat on here. Again, this entire collection is $72 for all 6 pieces, or $13.50 each. There is free shipping on U.S. orders over $60. So if you buy the whole collection, you'll get free shipping. We're getting 1 coat of Artemisia, or however the heck we say it on here. All right, so currently, if you buy the full collection, you will get the gorgeous flower sticker, but it is not available on its own at the second. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Here is our first coat of Artemisia, or however we say it. You can see those beautiful flakies in there. Definitely needs a second coat, but because it is that dusty purple, I totally get that. Jen says, love, love, love a dusty purple. This is really pretty, and the way those flakes dance on top of it. And then, of course, you can see that hollow just a little bit already. But if we grab, excuse me, sorry, y'all. If we grab that flash, we're going to see it even more. See all those little sparkles in there. Very pretty. I just totally hit my head on that ring light. I'm going to scoot that out of my face so I don't do that again. All right, so that was 1 coat. which we will go back and do seconds as always, of Artemisia. In theory, again, y'all, I'm probably pronouncing that super wrong. Next we have Bloodroot, which is this baby here. Bloodroot gets its name from the vivid red sap of its root, long used for dye and medicine. The shade is a rusty terracotta chrysali with holographic sparkle and flakes that shift through green, gold, orange, red, and fuchsia. Like autumn leaves in motion, Bloodroot is a reminder of cycles, change, and the fire that carries us through them. This is really pretty. It definitely is a perfect fall shade. You can see those beautiful flakes that shift every color. And then once again, this does have a little bit of holographic in it. So I'm going to grab my flashlight and show that off. Super, super pretty. Definitely get the fall leaves vibes. Elizabeth says, bye. Bye, Liz. Thanks for popping in. Say hi to Nick and your mama for me. Here we are with our first coat of Bloodroot, which I'm really loving it against the pale purple here. Also, look at how matte that dried. Is that not stunning matte? I usually don't show y'all matte until I personally swatch it. There's Jen. Wait, is that purple matte? Yes, look at how matte it dried. And it is stunning matte. Also, I never top coat my swatches because I want y'all to see them. I don't matte my swatch. All right. I don't top coat swatch wheels on here because I always feel like it's a waste of top coat, but Cassie just said they are all matte. So that means all of my swatches are going to dry matte. So you're going to see it matte. So I do think we will add top coat to half of each swatch so you can see them shiny as well. I mean, obviously you're seeing it shiny while it's wet, but once you get our full 2 coats on it, it's not going to be the same. So we will top coat these too, just so you can see it. But yeah, look at that gorgeous matte. Jen says, oh my God. Yes. All right, this orange is stunning. You can see those flakes and their beautiful autumnal colors there. And then if I grab the flash, we can show off the hollow in it. This is very pretty, very, very fall. Look how fast it's drying too. Like it is almost fully matte already. Beautiful color. So that was 1 coat of Bloodroot. Next up, we're going into Clivia. Again, no idea if we're saying that right. This green, y'all. Look at those flakes on it. Clivia is known for its bold green foliage and foliage and striking orange blooms that appear in shadowed places. The shade is a forest green jelly alive with flakes that spark green, gold, orange, red, and fuchsia. Rooted in and vibrant, Clivia celebrates resilience and the strange beauty that thrives when least expected. This is stunning. You can see those beautiful flakes dancing there. Let's get it on the swatch wheel. I love green. Also, here is your Bloodroot matted. Again, gorgeous. Also, gonna need a 2nd coat, but I think it'll be totally fine in 2 coats. All right, let's go in here with our Clivia. First coat. Very pretty. Definitely a forest green. And then those flakes just look like fallen leaves all over it. Jen says, I cannot wait to see this matte. Same. It's going to be stunning. Also, I love how flakes look in a matte mani. Like they just take on this whole different glow to them. So I love that these are matted. Look at those flakes in there. Cassie, Clivia is the only one that might need 3 depending on the nail length. Good to know. I will let y'all know what I do on my natural nails if I end up with 2 or 3 coats. I do tend to be slightly on the thicker side when I do my coats, so it will probably be 2 for me. But y'all know I am lazy and I don't have the patience for 3 coats if I don't need it. So there is our first coat of Clivia. And I will show it matted here in a second when we come back to it. So there was the first coat of that. Next, we're going into Datura. Again, don't know if we're saying that right. Datura is a night blooming flower that opens its petal in darkness, glowing white under the moon. This polish is a deep plum filled with holographic depth and micro flakes that shift fuchsia, red, orange, and gold. Dark yet radiant, it speaks to transformation and the strength to open even when the light feels far away. This is so pretty. You can see that beautiful hollow start to shift in there already. Cassie says, oh, this one is so pretty. It really is. I'm going to grab that flash so we can really show off the hollow. You can see that gorgeous flame in there, that linear glow. Beautiful. I really hope we have sunshine tomorrow for this one because it deserves sunshine. Let's get a coat on our swatch wheel. Ooh, look at that color. I still feel like Cassie Plum is a good description. Mulberry is just what popped in my head, but I do feel like plum is also an appropriate description. Okay, says it looks like a geode when dry matte. Ooh, I'm very excited for that. A lot of people don't think about matting hollow, and like I said, I always do matte shots of every polish, and I am always still surprised at how much the hollow shines through matte. So you're definitely gonna want to see this matte, and I have no doubt it's gonna be gorgeous. Here is that Clivia matted. Again, I am not top coating these with matte. They dry down matte to themselves. Jen says, Cassie, I love me some geodes. Y'all, look at those flakes in there. Gorgeous. Okay, back to this beauty, though. One coat, y'all. Look at that opacity level. Like, I'm not mad at that at all. It is already starting to dry down, so I'm going to grab that flash and show off the hollow a bit more. Hi, Sean. Welcome in. We are showing off some LOUD Babbs polishes tonight. We have their Blooming in the Dark collection, which released Friday, so it is already available for purchase. And we also have their offering for Polish Gamers box this month. This one that I'm showing off right here is called Datura, and all of the polishes in this collection are matte, so you can already see they are drying matte. We're on first coats, and I have not applied a matte top coat. They're beautiful. And this matte is so smooth, y'all. It's like a porcelain-like finish. It's so pretty. Cassie says, thank you. Sean says, those are beautiful. They really are. So that was one coat of Datura. Next we have Hellbore, which y'all, I'm not even going to lie, I'm very excited for this color. It is very much a you love this color or you hate this color. I love this color. Also, the little flower sticker that comes with the full collection. It's perfect match. I mean, honestly, all the colors, like you have, you know, your plum on the outside, the chartreuse, your minty green, and then the orange, and like all the colors are on here, but like, does that not match perfectly? This is absolutely beautiful to me. I know some people will hate this. I absolutely love it. Cassie says, I want shoes in this color. Oh my gosh, that would be so bright. I have a dress I purchased this summer that I actually don't like the length of it. It's too short for me, but I really want to turn it into a top, which actually, while I have my sewing machine out and I'm working on this dress tonight, I should just go ahead and hem that. And it is this color. So I'm obsessed. This is Hellbore. Flip that over. And it is, Hellbore is often called the winter rose because it dares to bloom when the world is still cold and barren. This chartreuse jelly glows with aurora flakes that shift violet, pink, red, and blue. It is a strange and luminous color that reminds us beauty can push through even the hardest seasons. I love that. I love this polish. I love these flakes. Look at that big flaky. Y'all know I love a chunky flake. I want it out of this bottle and on my nails. This color is gorgeous. Cassie says, also want my SUV to be in this color. Justin said it would be too much. You should do it. There is a Jeep color that's closest, a little brighter. I'm trying to think of the name of it and I can't think of it right now. It always makes me think of a tennis ball. But it's really close to that, maybe just a little bit more yellow. That's really pretty. So I say go for it. Like, do it. Yes, look at how bright that is. Also, against that beautiful plummy purple. I love that combo. This is gorgeous. I don't want to call it prugly, but I do feel like we're borderline prugly. And I have some girls in a chat group that very, very much are into the prugly green grungy colors. And I think they're going to be obsessed with this one. Look at the flakes in there. Also, really quickly, let's go back to Datura and see it gorgeous matte too. Okay. Back to Hellbore. Cassie says, oh, it is so prugly. It really is, but because it's so pretty to me personally, also that opacity, considering it's a jelly, just saying, like, that's not bad. That's a fairly dark color under there. Sean, the army green is great, isn't it? This is fall. This is iconic fall to me. It's a beautiful forest green with those gorgeous flakes. Yeah, that one is absolutely stunning. I'm very excited to see second coats of these, by the way. But this chartreuse is stunning. Also, can we just take a minute for the word chartreuse? We talked about fun names in my live last night. I think that was last night. Yeah, my days are all blurred together. And chartreuse is definitely a fun word. Sean says, totally. Yes, very much fall forest vibes with that green. All right, so that was one coat of Hellbore. And then last, but certainly not least from our collection, we have Hemlock. Hemlock is a plant wrapped in history, known for its quiet strength and hidden danger. The shade is a sage green base filled with holographic sparkle, aqua and sapphire shimmer, and flakes that shift blue to green. Its layered depth reflects the stillness of resilience, showing there's more beneath the surface than what first appears. This is so pretty. That shimmer, look at it shift. Yes. Jen says, had to step away, but I heard chartreuse combo. Love colors like that. Yes. Yes, the chartreuse is just, it's gorgeous. Again, very much a you love it or you hate it color. I'm on board. I think it's stunning. All right, let's get a coat of Hemlock on our wheel here. I'm so excited to see this out of the bottle and see that beautiful shift. Here is one coat of Hemlock. Also, again, really quick, we're going to pop back to Hellbore because it is nice and dry and matte. Also, can we like mention how quickly these are freaking drying? And like, they're not even tacky. Like, fabulous. Again, I'm impatient, I'm lazy. So if we can have a quick dry as well, I'm in. Okay, back to the gorgeous Hemlock. You can see that beautiful aqua and sapphire shimmer right there. And then it does have the flakies. I would call them micro flakies because they are smaller, but those are dancing in green and blue as well. And then it has the hollow in there. So we're going to grab the flash and show that hollow sparkle. Very pretty. There is also a Jeep with this base color to it, and I, once again, am obsessed. I have yet to figure out what color my Gladiator, when I get one, which is in nowhere in the future. We are far off in the future. I am loving not having a car payment, so like, this is not anytime soon, but when I get my Gladiator, I'm going to struggle to pick a color. I really, really do. I really want green. That's my potential idea. I want green and I want to call it the Big Dill. But there is this color as well as close to this color available in Jeep too. So I don't know. There's also, it's called Mojito, and it is a bright, like neon-y green. So I don't know. But again, that's way off in the future. And when it happens, there could be different colors then. So that was one coat of Hemlock, which has already pretty much matted. So let's take a peek at it. Look at the microflakes really show up more when it's matted. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this color. I'm also pretty happy with that opacity level. Like, I feel like all of these are going to be opaque in 2. Cassie did mention that this one might need to be 3. I personally think it's going to be okay in 2, but like she said, it does depend on your nail length and if you use extensions and press-ons and all that jazz. So definitely take that with a grain of salt, as you will. I think for me and my purposes, I think 2 coats is going to be good, but we'll see. So that right there is all 6 of the Blooming in the Dark polishes. 1 coat. Obviously, we're going to go back and do our second coats. But for now, that's our 1 coat. And we're going to hop into Polish Gamer's box. So we have It's Strange, but the taste reminds you of, and then we have our little ... in brackets here. So this is based off of Stardew Valley. Let's see, full description here. Just like finding a star drop in Stardew Valley, this polish feels like a rare treasure drop for your nails. A juicy purple base packed with plum aurora shimmer, hollow sparkle, and a chaotic mix of iridescent and lavender flakes make it look like you leveled up your inventory in real life. The micro lavender gold shifting flakes, that's your crit hit. And the best part, when the lights go out, it glows purple in the dark, like your very own secret energy bar boost. Wear it and channel that star drop magic, because who doesn't need max energy for another just one more day farming session? This is so glowy. I have swatched this one, y'all. I swatched it this afternoon, and that glow is even better in person. I 100% promise you that. Neon Noir, there we go. I had nail clips on. I'm very confused. What do we have nail clips on? I am confused. I feel like I missed something. But yes, this is stunning. The flakes are absolutely gorgeous. I'm excited to see it glow with y'all, because I did not know it was glow in the dark. So we will do that. And I think because, thank you to the fact that it's sadly fall, it is getting darker early, and it is already dark enough outside that we are going to be able to show this in the office, and we don't have to go in the bathroom. Okay, Cassie said, what are nail clips? Okay, I'm not the only person. She said, oh, sorry, I was doing my nails and not chatting. Okay, did you have like the nail clips on for removing polish and things? I feel like, okay, now I got some context. I think I understand what's going on now. I was very confused. Cassie, thank you for being confused with me, so I didn't feel like I was the only confused one. She said, yep, okay, that makes so much more sense. And Jen said, LO, I do that too. All right. I love these lives, y'all. I really do. It's so much fun. All right, let's get a coat of It's Strange, It Tastes Like. Keep going, because that's a very long name. Again, this is for Polished Gamer's box, and the theme this month is cozy games. Y'all, this is 1 coat. Cassie said, look, I just make the polish. I don't know nothing. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so this is 1 coat. Again, for Polished Gamer's box, which is a pre-order box, just like Polish Pickup and HHC and Little Box of Horrors. Its pre-order dates are the 15th through the 20th of October. It is a quarterly box, and I can't read my thing here. Wish listing, I think, starts on the 13th. I think. I could be wrong. But here is 1 coat. Sean's laughing at all of us crazy. Cassie, it's strange, but the taste reminds you of, a lot of people put dirty jokes in there. That is what she said. That is her little quote there. And she did explain that to me, because I have never played this game, y'all. And I also, despite having a relatively dirty mind, and a lot of that's what she said jokes, I don't think when it said, what's your favorite food? I would think to put something dirty in. I would just put in my favorite food. So, yeah, there's that. Here is the gorgeous, though. Look at that glow. I promise you, it's even more intense in real life. And then those flakes are just so pretty. They just dance in there. Again, opacity level. I did 2 coats of my swatches, but like 1 coat is pretty good. If you need to throw something on and get out the door, you could definitely 1 coater this baby. But that glow gets even more intense and has more depth to it when we do our second coat. So absolutely beautiful. I am in love with this polish. So that was 1 coat of It's Strange, but the taste reminds you of, insert thing here. And we're going to go back and do second coats of our Blooming in the Dark collection. Also, again, this polish is going to be $13.50, and it will have a cap of 150 of them available. Neon Noir says very pretty purple. And Neon Noir, I cannot think of your name right now, and I apologize that I haven't used your government name because my brain's not working, and Instagram does not show me people watching anymore. Hi, Monica Joy, welcome in. So if you would like me to call you by your government name, please just let me know in the chat. I'm Ruby. Got it. Okay. Thank you, Ruby, because I feel kind of strange calling you Neon Noir, but also it's kind of fun to say, so there's that. But welcome in, Monica. Hey, hey. We are showing off some LOUD Babbs polishes here. We've just finished up first coats, so you're perfectly in time to see second coats and see them at their best. Circling back to the Blooming in the Dark collection. Cassie, I'm LOUD Babbs LSE, gonna call me that. I mean, I can call you that, but I think because like we chat in real life, your government name is just in my head. I have that one, but my brain breaks when I see y'all's government names versus your handles. Like the moment I see your handle, I can't remember government names. They don't exist anymore. And then Instagram used to let me see your government names, and now it doesn't. All right, we're gonna go back and do our second coat of Artemisia. Still don't know if we're saying that right. This is our Dusty Lavender Curly scattered with holographic flakes, tiny opal sparks. It again, this entire collection does dry matte, so we already have one coat matted down. Hi, Boots Spur, welcome in. Or is it Boots Purr? It's probably Boots Purr, isn't it? That's my bad. Y'all see, this is why I wish Instagram would be like, here is your handle and government name underneath it, so that I don't say these silly things out loud. But I guess it wouldn't be one of my lives if I didn't say every silly thing out loud. All right, here is our second coat of Artemisia, or however we say it. I am really happy with that opacity level, especially for it being a dusty polish. You can see those beautiful flakes in there. They shift and shimmer. Monica says, laugh my butt off at the government name. I don't know what else to call it, because I don't want to be like your real name. Like, I don't know. I just call it your government name. That is what the government, in theory, knows you as. I don't know. It's just what we say here. All right, here it is with flash to show that hollow off. My favorite is when someone doesn't have their government name in their bio, so then I really don't know who the heck you are. And if you have a crazy handle, then I'm like, I guess I just have to call you that, because I don't know. Very pretty. It is already dried down to matte. So again, we will go back and quickly top coat these with shiny top coats so you can see them glossy as well. But here is a label shot. 2 coats of Artemisia. Sean says, you got mine right. I think writing it down the other night, Sean, helped me. Because I didn't even have to look at my cheat sheet for you tonight. I just knew. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need to like make one giant cheat sheet of everybody's real names, and then they'll stick. I don't know if that'll work or not, but writing yours down the other night definitely helped me. Okay, let's go in with a Bloodroot and get its second coat. This one is a Rusty Terracotta Crelly with holographic sparkle and flakes that shift through green, gold, orange, red, and fuchsia. This is an iconic fall foliage color here. It's beautiful, very pumpkin spice vibes. I really like it with the dusty purple next to it. I think they go beautifully together. You can see those flakes dance and shift. And then of course it also has hollow, so if I grab the flash, we can show that off too. See all them little hollow sparkles. Monica says, oh, that is so pumpkin patch. Yes, it is. Cassie, have you gone pumpkin picking yet this season? You'll have to wear this one when you go. Sean says, love the flakes in them. Me too. And I really love how the flakes just kind of look like crystals when it's matted. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. We have any other pumpkin spice lovers in the house? I am pumpkin spice obsessed. I will buy anything if it's pumpkin spice, which I think I mentioned this. I mean, it's been a while now, in a live that I picked up pumpkin spice pasta. It was not technically pumpkin spice, I guess. It was pumpkin and squash macaroni, and we finally ate it the other night, and it was so good. We got it at like Aldi's. I think it was like $2. And if I get back there and they still have it, I'm gonna buy like 20 boxes because it was super, super good. Here is your label shot of blood root in 2 coats. Okay, this is not yet. It's still too hot. I know. Like I said last night, I'm gonna be so mad if it's still too hot and I have to wear shorts pumpkin picking. Like I refuse. I just won't go. My nieces have a field trip. I think it's the 24th of October. To go to the pumpkin patch, and I'm set to go with them. And if it is not chilly, I'm gonna riot. Like I can't go. I've gone when it's been warm-ish, but if it is still shorts temperature, y'all, I cannot buy a pumpkin or pick a pumpkin when it's in shorts. I can't do it. It's not happening. Jen says, I love pumpkin spice. Me too. Cassie, that sounds questionable. No, the pasta was so good. If you've ever had squash soup, butternut squash soup, it tasted like that. And this time of year, when I can get butternut squash soup, it's so good. So, so good. Laura says, I'll try anything pumpkin spice at least once. Same. I have to try all of it. If I find it and it's a decent price, like, I mean, I'm not gonna spend a bunch of money on try something weird, but for the most part, I find something pumpkin spice and I'm buying it. Jen, I have an amazing cake recipe. Let me know if you want it. Pumpkin spice crunch cake. Yes, I want it. Please send me that. That sounds delicious. All right, we're gonna go back to our second coat of Clivia, which is a forest green jelly alive with flakes that sparkle green, gold, orange, red, and fuchsia. Cassie, I love squash soup. Have you had it from Bread Co? I have. That is the first place I've ever had it. Also, I do not eat at Bread Co because it is so expensive now. I refuse to go there. But for a while, Progressive had a squash soup that you could, not Progressive, that's our, that would be insurance. I mean, maybe they also have soup. But Progresso had a butternut squash soup that was really good. It was pretty close to Panera's, and I can't find it anymore. I did buy some when I had that tooth extracted. I found it like, I don't know, it's like an organic company. I found it to try it and I have yet to even open it because I bought way too much soft stuff, more than I needed, but I was like in pain and I'm like, I don't want to eat anything hard. So I bought everything and then, ate half of it. But yes, that macaroni definitely tasted like butternut squash pasta. Like it was kind of creamy, cheesy, and then had a little pumpkin vibe, and then that squash vibe. It was very good. Kevin made it and I think he split like half of it between the two of us, and then he's like, we have extra for leftovers, and we ended up eating it. Like we just ate the whole box. So let's see. Monica says, share Jen, she wants your recipe. And Jen says, I will share it to my story so you can screenshot it when the live is over. Oh, bless you, Jen. Appreciate it. Here is our second coat of Clivia. See the beautiful flakes. I am cool with 2 coats of this. I know Cassie said you might need 3, again, depending on your nail length and all that jazz. For me and my length, plus I don't have a super strong visible nail line, I think 2 coats is going to be totally fine for me. Hi, Impatient Polish Addict. Welcome in. We are showing off some new things from Loud. They are all available on her website right now, minus the Polish Gamer Box item. That doesn't go on sale until October 15th, but we can discuss that when we get to it. We've just finished our second coat of Clivia, which I'm going to get y'all a label shot. Again, this whole collection does dry matte. Here is your second coat. Cassie says all but the PBG. Yes, ma'am. There's your label shots of Clivia in 2 coats. Excuse me. So sorry, y'all. All right. Now we're going to go into Datura. This is a deep Plum, filled with holographic depth and micro flakes that shift fuchsia, red, orange, and gold. It is a very pretty hollow. And again, I'm going to stop really quick and show it matte because it looks like satin matte. It's beautiful. Let's get our second coat. A lot of people, like I said earlier, really don't think about matting hollow polishes. Excuse me, what are you? Okay, I feel like that's a little pigment, and she just said no. We live there now, so let's just ignore that. I can't move it. Yeah, a lot of people don't think about hollow being matte, and it's still super pretty, and in the sun you're still going to get those reflected rainbows in there. They're just a little bit more subtle, but I like a matte hollow. But here it is glossy before it dries. It is an official live now. I can't believe it took that long for me to get stuff on my hands, y'all. I guess they're working better than last night. Here it is with the flash. You can see those beautiful rainbows. Gorgeous. It is almost already dried down to matte. These dry so quickly. Here is your label shot. 2 coats of Datura. Next, we're going into our beautiful, excuse me, y'all, I am obsessed with this, Hyacinth Lopes, our beautiful Hellebore. This one is a chartreuse jelly that glows with aurora flakes that shift violet, pink, blue, and red. Very much a color you either love or hate. I am on team love here. Gonna get in with our second coat. Look at all those flakes in there. Again, I'm feeling like 2 coats is pretty good. If you have a very strong visible nail line, you may want a 3rd coat or a blurring base coat. Me personally, I think 2 is going to be perfect. You can see those flakes there. They just kind of dance against that bright yellow. I definitely love this color. And I'm really loving it there next to Datura. I just feel like they just go together. I don't know why. I feel like a lot of people will disagree with me here, and that's totally fine. That's the fun of polish. We can all have separate loves and ideas, but I just feel like those 2 colors really work together. Here is your label shot. You have 2 coats of Hellebore. Already dried to matte. So pretty. Oh, sounds like Kevin just got home. And last but not least, we have Hemlock from our Blooming in the Dark collection. This one is a sage green base filled with holographic sparkle, aqua and sapphire shimmer, and flakes that shift blue to green. Go in with our second coat. That shimmer is just out of this world. Again, 2 coats. I'm totally happy with that. Super sparkly. Those flakes and shimmer just sparkle and dance, and then it has that touch of hollow that you're not quite seeing yet because of like the shimmer outshines it. But if we grab our flash here, there's all your hollow sparkles with that beautiful shimmer and the flakes. And it is almost matted already. Stunning. Here is our label shot. 2 coats of Hemlock. Hey, sweetheart. Waffles followed him down the hall with his pizza, which is a pizza toy, and it's kind of a large pizza toy. So he followed him down the hall, and then Kevin didn't see him, so he followed him back down the hall. So cute. Cassie says hi. He says hi back. All right. So that was the full Blooming in the Dark collection. We're going to pause right here so you can see all 6. Again, they do dry matte. They're stunning. Full collection is available on this website right now for $72 or $13.50 each. If you buy the full collection, you get this super cute sticker with it. It coordinates. It's got all your colors in there. It's so pretty. There is free shipping on U.S. orders over 60. So if you buy the full collection, you're going to get that free shipping. You can use code Simply Nailing It for 10% off your order. I do earn a small commission. If that makes you uncomfortable, you do not have to use it. And then we're going to go into our offering for the Polished Gamers box this month, which is, it's strange, but the taste reminds you of ... insert thing here. It is inspired by Stardew Valley. This is a juicy purple base packed with plum aurora shimmer, hollow sparkle, and a chaotic mix of iridescent and lavender flakes that makes it look like you leveled up your inventory in real life. Again, I have swatched this one. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is so glowy. And then it also has a surprise of being a glow in the dark. It does glow purple, apparently. We're all going to see that together for the first time because I didn't know that. Ooh, we got one of them big chunky flakes, y'all. I love them big chunky flakes, but look at the glow on this. It's so pretty. Opacity is perfect in 2. Again, I've already swatched this one. I did 2 on my swatches, so I know it's good. You can see the gorgeous flakes. You can already see the little hollow sparkle in it as well. It's just so pretty. If I grab the flash, we can show off the hollow more. It's a stunning polish. I loved this. I loved swatching this. Jen says, I need to see the chartreuse under a black light. And you will. We will show off this glow in the dark. I will charge it with a little UV keychain, so you'll definitely see it. Cassie says, chef's kiss. Yes, I love this polish. As soon as I swatched it and put it on, I was like, oh, it's so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this one. I kind of wish it had been my last one I swatched today, also because then I could take my glow shots. But I wish it had been the last one I swatched so I could have worn it for a little bit longer, though I do love both things I am currently wearing as well. So she says it has a dash of neon pigment. Oh, the chartreuse will probably glow. I believe it will. Even if it didn't have some neon, that color is you're just gonna. So let me get you a label shot really quickly of It's Strange, but the taste reminds you of insert thing here. So anyone wants their label shots, there's 2 coats. Again, Polished Gamers box sales is October 15th through the 20th. This will be $13.50 with a cap of 150 bottles available. And all of that information is right here on our thing with the correct discount code now. Thanks to Jen correcting me because I missed my it at the end of it. I do want to grab that glossy top coat really quick and show these with that on there. I have Loud's glossy top coat, which I am sorry is currently sold out. I got some hopes up at the beginning of this. I apologize. But I believe she still has matte and base coat. So if you need either of those, I'm just going to do half of the swatch sticks so you can see the comparison. And I'm going to go through and do them all really quickly, and then we'll go back and get a closer look. But this way you can see them shiny and matte. It's very rare I get to show things matte in alive because I don't typically have matte polishes. I do always do matte swatches for anyone who wants to see matte on their swatches. And you know what the hell, let's put a little bit over here on this bad boy too. I don't typically top coat swatch wheels. I personally find it to be a waste of top coat because it's just on plastic and you'll never see it again. But in this case, I want you to be able to see both matte and glossy. Cassie says she does have base and matte and top coat. So if you need either of those, you can totally add them to your order while you're shopping to hit that free shipping mark and using your 10% discount on it too. So here is 2 coats of Artemisia. You have matte on top and shiny on bottom. I love both ways of this. I love how different they look. Here is your 2 coats of Bloodroot with matte and glossy. I kind of think I like this one better matte. I just feel like the flakes show up more matte, but both are gorgeous, like really. And then you have Clivia. I can't decide on this one. Matte, I think, makes the flakies show more, but glossy makes me look like, it makes me think of like a jewel. It's very sparkly with those flakes. Cassie says, I like all of them best matte. And I totally see that. I think they're gorgeous both ways. Here is Datura, which I really like matte. It just looks like velvet. It just looks like satiny and smooth and just lovely. I like it shiny. I know hollow lovers are going to fight me and say it has to be shiny. But I just think it just makes it look so elegant matte. And then here is your Hellebore. Again, I like both ways. I still kind of lean in matte here. I think the flakes show up more in the matte. And then finally you have Hemlock. This one, I think I prefer shiny. It's opalescent shiny. It's beautiful matte. It does have that gorgeous satin finish to it, but I think I like the shimmer, like it just pops more shiny. That's my preference. And then this one, we just top coated a top coat. Like you can see how much the glow and the hollow comes out with the top coat versus not, but it's already gorgeous, y'all. So like, yeah. Okay. So that is our full collection. Loud says, okay, you're right. Hemlock is better glossy. I think it just looks more like a crystal that way. Like it's so pretty. Matte is gorgeous, but I just think the sparkle comes out more in the shiny. So that is the full collection there. Now we are going to show off the glow in the dark properties of our Polish and Gamers box offering here. So bear with me for just a second. I got to turn off the bajillion lights in here. I'm going to start with our little ring light that is just above for extra lighting. Now I'm going to do the arch light. Alexa, turn off office lights. All right, last but not least, I am going to go ahead. I'm using this little keychain because I still don't know where my black light flashlight is. So I'm going to use this a little keychain to charge. I'm going to turn off the overhead. It's the last light. All right, so here is our little black light flashlight. I'm going to show, we're just going to see what happens here. The gloss is reflecting some stuff. Okay, here is, I already forgot the name of that. Oh, and I turned off my little flashlight. Is that Hellebore? Yes, Hellebore. Okay. Oh, my flashlight doesn't want to stand. Okay. Here is Hellebore under the black light. So I do think it glows a bit. She said it does have a dash of neon in there. Obviously, I think the gloss glows more than the matte. It just has more reflecting properties there. And she says Hellebore. Thank you, Cassie. Memory. I don't have a memory. And then, of course, the whole reason we're here is to charge up our, it's strange, but it tastes like, for Polish Gamers box. So I'm just going to give it a little charge here. And then I'm going to turn off. Okay. I think you can see that glow. I know it's not super great. Instagram's in-app camera sucks for glow in the dark sometimes. I will obviously take swatch shots of it in the dark and all that stuff, but I will also do a video going from outside inside when I do those shots. I feel like it is losing its glow on camera, but in person I can still see the glow. Like it's definitely still there. In person, it's not intense, but it definitely is still glowing. Like that level is what I see in person, still actually a little bit more. It is doing it. Instagram's camera sucks, but I will do a video of it when I take my outside shots and then coming in. So I'm usually outside for 30 or 40 seconds. And then I show y'all walking into my kind of darkened house without the lights on, and then the dark hallway into the super dark bathroom. And you can just see what it looks like after being out in the sun for 30 or 40 seconds, or out in the daylight, I guess. But that is our glow. So I'm going to turn on some lights here, starting with the overhead. All right. And then Alexa, turn on office lights. All right, and finally that arch light. There we go. Everything is back on. So one more time, here is your swatch wheel with all of the info. Cassie, I wish they'd all use our actual cameras instead of their own crappy quality stuff. I know. Instagram's in-person or in-app, I can never say that. In-app camera is not great. I like, even when I post my story, I always take the photo with my phone and then put it in the stories. I never use their camera to take the photos because it's just the worst quality. And you would think an app that is designed to share photos would have a good in-app camera. You guys are staring at a thing. I'm going to flip you over. We can chat for a second. Yeah, I wish all these apps would just use our camera. Like, why is that so hard? But, yeah. So that is our full live tonight. We had the 6-piece gorgeous Blooming in the Dark collection. And then our polished Gamers Box offering. It's strange, but it tastes like insert item here. Again, Blooming in the Dark, available on Loud's website right now, loudbabbs.com. You can use my code Simply Nailing It for 10% off. I do earn a small commission if that makes you uncomfortable in any ways. Don't use it. You don't have to. Do whatever you feel like, but it will save you a little bit of money. So putting it out there. Yeah, huge thanks to Cassie for letting me show these off to you, and for meeting up with me in a hospital parking lot so I could get them, because, you know, life is lifing. Thanks everyone for hanging out and watching tonight. I hope you had a good Monday. I hope that it is a great start to your week. And if it wasn't a wonderful Monday, then I hope tomorrow is a better day and you do have a great week. I do have at least one more live this week, if not maybe 2. So I hope you'll join me for those. And thanks again for hanging out tonight. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Cassie says, huge thanks to you for still showing things even when life is lifing. I like doing this. Honestly, this is a little bit of a break from my life. So it gets me my me time with everything else going on. But okay, now for real this time. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.